Happy Halloween, everyone! For my last 2014 Halloween video, I am doing Edward Scissorhands. Those of you who followed me before I was on YouTube probably remember that I was Edward Scissorhands for Halloween last year. So I thought I would finish off this year's Halloween series with a throwback to one of my favorite costumes ever. So let's kick it off with a clean face and let's get started! Edward has really dark eyes, so I'm going to wear black contacts for this look. If you have dark eyes naturally, you don't really need contacts because his look doesn't really require circle lenses or the appearance of really large eyes. One of the things that makes Edward look so sad is that he doesn't have any eyebrows, so I'm going to conceal my brows with the glue stick method. Taking a washable glue stick, I'm going to go all through my brows in every direction to make sure every hair is coated with glue. Then using a spoolie brush, I'm going to brush my brows outward in the direction that they grow. Then I'm putting a second coat of glue on my brows, this time just in the direction that the hair grows. I think the easiest way to get the hair as flat as possible to your face is by using a metal spoon to smooth it out. Now I'll put a very generous layer of translucent powder over my brow. Now using the back of the spoon from earlier, scrape off a chunk of glue from the top of the glue stick and spread it over your brow. The reason you want to do a thick layer like this is to disguise the texture of the hairs, so that when the glue dries it is a completely smooth surface. Once the glue is mostly dry, use lots of translucent powder to cover the brow. If you are using the purple glue like I am, it's really easy to tell if it's dry because the purple glue dries clear. Then dot the eyebrows with a very light concealer. Blend the concealer in by tapping along the dots. You want to be very gentle when applying makeup on and around the concealed eyebrows because you don't want to risk messing them up. Then apply concealer and foundation on the rest of your face as you usually would. Just be mindful of your concealed eyebrows. Edward is extremely pale, so if your complexion is as light as mine, you'll want to use just the lightest foundation you can find. If your skin is darker, just use a foundation that is a few shades lighter than your natural skin tone. The goal is to look paler than usual, but you want to avoid looking like a ghost or a zombie or something dead. Now we can start on Edward's eyes. I'm going to use a brown eyeshadow to draw out Edward's sad expression. Now I'll just use the same brown eyeshadow to fill in the eye socket, and I'll come back in with a cream shadow to fill in where the glue is. I find that cream shadow sticks to the glue a lot better than powder does, so I like to use cream shadow for that purpose. Then I'm going to set the cream makeup with a layer of the brown eyeshadow over top. Then use the same brown eyeshadow to hollow out under your eyes. Use brown eyeshadow to create bags under your eyes to make them look puffy. Here I'm just going back in to make the expression a little pointier, and then I'm softening it up with powder. Now it's time for scars. Spirit gum is an adhesive that makeup artists use to attach special effects makeup and prosthetics. Apply it directly to your face and then tap on it to make it tacky. I decided to do this tutorial super last minute right before Halloween, so I did not have time to get any new scar wax. My scar wax is really old, so it's not quite as easy to work with as fresh scar wax would be. For that reason, I'm going to make my scars really thick so that they stay on and stay together. So if you're doing this makeup for Halloween or whatever, you should try to make the scars a bit thinner than I'm going to do here so that it doesn't look like you have worms on your face. When applying, remember these steps. Spirit gum, tap to make it tacky, apply wax, blend to skin. Repeat these steps for placing scars all over your face. You will also be doing yourself a major favor by having spirit gum remover on hand for when you want to take the scars off. Now I'm going to take the same brown eyeshadow and create shadows underneath the scars to give them more realistic dimension. Then powder the scars with a translucent powder to remove any shine that they may have. Then I'm just going to use a matte eyeshadow for the lip color. You could do a matte black or a really dark purple for Edward's lips. Then I'm going to put concealer on the sides to lighten up the rest of my natural lip. For your hairstyle, you are going to want it to look like you have been living in a mansion by yourself on top of a hill for a very long time. So I'm going to tease my hair up as big as I can. To do this, I am going to separate it into little pieces, hairspray it, and then backcomb it to death. If you have extra long pieces, you can pin them up with bobby pins. For those wondering, I have been wearing Madam Glam's My Precious black glittery nail polish in this video. Now all that's left to do is to put on the scissor hands. These hands are the only upgrade I have made to the costume since I wore it last Halloween, and I love them. So here is my finished Edward Scissorhands look. Thank you guys so much for watching my entire 2014 Halloween series. I can't wait to see what all of you guys are going to be for Halloween, so tag me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter so I can see your costumes. I hope you all have a super fun and safe Halloween. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
She looks like she hates life. Stop laughing.